I must find the perfect spoon.
Excuse me, I need a spoon.
My spoon is too big.
Spoon with me, dude!
What is going on, Spoon Gang, and welcome back to another episode of the Little Spoon Snatchers. I'm Logan, joined as always by Skip and by Sam, and today, again, we have another special guest. Derek Kusz is in the house. Thank you for joining us. We're really excited. We got a packed show for you guys tonight. We're going to be interviewing Kusz and getting to a little bit about his life, what he's doing, and all of that. And then we have our favorite athletes, cream of the crop, our song of the week, and we have some shout outs going out. So yeah, how you guys doing?
I'm doing fantastic. You know, I had a nice snowy week. I didn't have to go to school. Wednesday we had school off, and then we also got work canceled on Thursday. So it's been like a vacation, man. I love it. Then I got to go roll around at night with Trey and a couple other students in the ring. So that was pretty like therapeutic. I got to do that, learn some new stuff, create some moves. I also got booked for a show up here in Saginaw, Michigan tomorrow, UCW. Pretty excited about doing that.
Wait, how far is that up north?
It's 2 hours.
That's okay, yeah. Never mind.
Yeah. It's like Bay City.
You'll be
Yeah.
far away.
Oh wait, I'm supposed to be a fan surprise, so don't shh.
Oh, this won't be out till tomorrow.
I won't.
I know. Yeah. Me and Kenny are tagging.
No way.
And we got our own goose.
Is it Murph?
Shh, don't reveal Goose's name.
Oh, it's a goose.
Yeah, that's my week. That was my agenda this week.
Yeah, I mean I've been out. I hate the snow, guys. I don't know if you know. Kusz, how bad is the snow where you are? Hey, Kusz, I can't hear you.
Hello.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I actually love the snow, but unfortunately, where I'm at, don't get a lot of snow. But we did get, I want to say, inch and a half, maybe 2 inches, like last week. The South freaks out. They freak out. I'm telling you, I heard it was dry up there in the stores, but I'm telling you, for an inch of snow that was on my car, freaked out. They wanted to not go to work for like 2 days. It was insane. But I like the snow. It reminds me of home. So,
I mean, if it doesn't snow a lot where you're from, I could imagine, an inch of snow even could really mess some people up driving.
I'm not that deep in the South, but I've been deep in the South, like Mississippi, and it snowed. Maybe it was barely sticking. They freaked out even more. It was like closed down schools. I was like, close down schools? You can't even make a snowball out of this.
Yeah.
I hate the snow so much.
How many inches did you get?
I think it was like 12, 15, somewhere in that area.
It's been crazy. I mean, it sucks for me because I work from home. So yeah.
Darn.
The snow did not affect me at all, unfortunately. And I started my 12-hour work days this week, and so man,
brutal.
It's been killer. But yeah, enough about us. Kusz.
Me.
First of all, how's your week?
My week, let's see. Well, I'm actually in the process of transferring from where I'm at to a different place. So I'm going to be living somewhere else. So my work going on right now is kind of just chilling. I'm already halfway out the door. So I'm like waking up, going to work at like 7. I'm home by 9. Yeah, so I'm just been chilling, hanging out all day, enjoying the time I have left here. So
yeah. Before we get into really talking and getting to know Kusz, I forgot a couple things that I did this week that I wanted to mention and give them a quick little like rub. I was actually on Total Nonstop Impact podcast. You can go check that out on YouTube. They did a post impact review. We did that live on Thursday, but they reposted it on YouTube. And then on Wednesday, I was on actually the TNI UK channel. So yeah, 2 really fun interviews for wrestling. So that was pretty fun to do. But check those out.
Also, Luke Combs update.
Hey, I forgot about that. I was on Luke Combs update. We did another interview there talking about my fandom of Luke and how I started being an ultra mega fan of him. That was pretty fun too.
Who's that?
Luke Combs updates. They're actually
who's Luke?
page.
Who's Luke Combs?
Yeah, you're a goon if you don't know who that is. You know who that is. You live in the South. Everybody in the South be bumping some Luke Combs.
Is he pushing P?
Pretty irrelevant.
Wow.
Hush up.
Well, I mean, I guess, Sam, if you're just going to shout people out, I'm going to get my shout out because I got someone I got to talk about, and that's Lee. On Twitter, I know you've been supporting the show, you've been listening to it, and most importantly, you've been agreeing with me on everything, which is you're pretty smart. So, got to give you
first confirmed Team Skip member.
Team Skip.
We might actually.
I mean, he might be the first like Team Anybody member.
Yeah.
I know of. I mean,
yeah.
If we had a war right now, Team Skip is taking both you guys.
Yeah, it's 2-on-1 right now.
It's over.
Confirmed. But going on with our spoon shout outs. If we talk about support, I mean, we can't talk about anybody other than Skip, your grandma, baby. She is the biggest supporter of the show, always posting on Facebook everywhere she can, telling all of her friends to subscribe, do whatever. She's just the best. So baby, when you listen to this, because I know you will, thank you. We really appreciate your support, and everybody else that does.
Don't tell her this, but I'm actually going to be up there tomorrow. Big secret. We're leaving at like 5 a.m. For my grandpa's. They think it's my uncle's birthday party, but it's really my grandpa's surprise retirement party. So congrats on retiring. We'll already have had the party since this has been out, but I'll be up there tomorrow, leaving at 5. It's a 4.5 hour drive.
I mean, it's a hike, especially with the snow too. Ooh, that might be bad.
Yeah.
All right, one more last spoon shout out. We got to give it up to the Gav man for committing to Old Dominion. Is that right?
Ohio
Dominican.
Ohio Dominican. I'm sorry.
Ohio Dominican.
To go play college football at the next level. We're all incredibly proud of you, Gav. We remember you as the little soldier walking out with those shoulder pads, kicking butt and taking
the American
names.
Flags in the back. Yeah.
Oh, you're the man, Gavin.
Spear.
We're so proud of you, bro.
What a guy.
Yeah, those are it for our spoon shout outs. Let's Kusz, you got someone you got shout out?
You guys for having me on.
Hey,
Come on.
I know you guys, I see you guys
Hey,
grinding, doing your thing. So
One more
talk about that.
Kusz for joining our show.
There we go.
Just shout out everybody.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it going. Just keep shouting everybody out.
I'm gonna shout out Skip.
So, I mean, but Kusz, I mean, not to like go back into the shout outs, but I do want to thank you for being here. But let's talk about, because you're talking about us grinding, let's talk about you grinding out on Twitch.
Yeah, so that's pretty much takes up most of my time is playing the game. I've always played the game my whole life, but I decided to venture into streaming the game to everyone that can watch. Remember playing the game at buddy's house, at Sam's house, watching friends play the game, but it's kind of like that, but virtually, like anybody can come watch you, join in, and it's like a little community there too. You build your own little community, build your brand, just like you guys do here on YouTube with these podcasts. So it's like, and seeing support, it means a lot, even if it's just small support that goes a long way. And just trying to make people smile, make people happy, change someone's life,
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm a big Twitch watcher. I like turn it on while I work. It's busy, but when you say like community, like I'm in, like I avidly watch a few people and they are big on their community.
Yeah.
Like a big family, and it's, like they won't tolerate people like bullying, for example.
No, I harp on that too, is being all together as one, like, because a lot of people that's where they have most of their friends is online, that's steadily growing, especially with our generation of growing more online communities. And I don't think that's a knack on people that still do it in person. I think it's just some people, it's easier for them to do that, and it's a lot more accessible too. So yeah, it's kind of where I'm going, where I want to be. I have goals in mind and to reach, and that's what I want to do.
So what's the main game that you play?
Right now, I hate to admit it, but it's Warzone, Call of Duty, but it's so hard to play right now. The state of that game is just, it's down bad. It's if a new game came to arise, like how Fortnite blasted off, right? And then Apex came up and Apex took over a little bit there. I don't know if you guys are big into the Battle Royale game, but Apex kind of took over Fortnite for a little bit. If a game came out right now, it could easily just take over that Battle Royale because Warzone's just in a very bad state. But that's what's taking up most of my time. And other games as well. I like to stream Madden. I stream Madden games. I'm in a couple connected franchise with a big group of people, and I stream that. And then I grind 2K with my buddies, IRL friends. So it's kind of what's taking most of my time up on Twitch.
That's really cool. I mean, like I know I've always supported you from like the day one, because I think like do what makes you happy, and I can see that Twitch makes you happy. I can relate to also how you're saying like a lot of people have friends online. Like during junior high, like my friend group was literally playing video games together. We never saw each other in person. We only just connected online, and that's awesome. I guess my one question for you is, I have more questions, but my first question for you would be like what drew you to streaming? Like what was the main reason? Like, yep, this is it. I want to do this.
So like Logan said, I've always been a Twitch watcher, been watching all the way back early. Who can I even date back to? Early XQC days when he was still playing professionally, and he would stream, and kind of like when he would just stream playing professionally, but I would gravitate so towards him. He was so entertaining. You barely understand him. Still have a hard time understanding him. He talks so fast, but just the way he has a different community, because he doesn't even read chat. He doesn't even read the people supporting him, but it's like all those people that are in chat support each other and they communicate with each other just from being in his stream. And so that kind of what, and I've always, loading up Modern Warfare 2, Xbox 360 with the boys at 4:00 after school. And now I can, log into my computer, load up a game, and just connect with people all around the world. So that kind of what drew me, is just creating relationships with people. And I realize I'm an entertaining person. People like to listen to me. I'm a funny guy. I like to think so, not to boost my own, horn or anything, but I'm a funny guy. And I can imagine people probably like watching me. People, can get enjoyment out of that.
So, I mean, you've already mentioned earlier, you have goals. What are I mean, you don't have to say them all, but what are some of the goals what do you want to get out of Twitch? Yeah.
I want to literally take over my life. So right now I Twitch, I stream, I stream as much as I can outside of the Navy, because I am, in armed forces. I'm in the Navy, but as much as I can outside of that, I stream. So right now the Navy is like my blanket, right? I kind of use that as an income to support my stream and keep growing on that. So as soon as I don't have to rely on the Navy, and I can be like, yo, this is my full-time job. I do this every day. I wake up and I entertain a whole bunch of people and make their day better and bring smiles to their faces. That's my end goal. But it's a grind to get there. It's a huge grind. It's, little by little, you see anybody can easily support you, just like Skip's grandma reposting on Facebook. Anybody can do that. It's at the click of a button. But how many people do that?
Yeah.
And it's growing and growing and growing. You just got to keep spreading your brand.
I mean, when you talked about XQC a long time ago, I mean, he's breaking Twitch now.
Oh yeah.
My favorite Twitch streamers, I'll watch them, and they get 3,000 to 5,000 people, which you think, oh, that's a lot, and it's enough for them to make a living off of, comfortably. And then I look at XQC, and he has 86,000 people watching him. He is breaking Twitch.
Yeah.
It's just that consistency. I mean, he was a guy that, like you said, nobody understood, and you still don't understand. And people donate to him, and he doesn't even care. And
he doesn't even care. He just keeps gaming.
The other people will be write heartfelt messages, and they'll just be like, "Oh, thank you so much, man," or they'll read every single donation. And it's a grind, and we're all,
It's a big thing, because anybody, you guys can load up Twitch right now, log in, create an account, and you guys can stream. Anybody can stream, but how do you set yourself aside and how do you be different to grow? That's a big thing as well. So
I know Skip can probably attest to this. I mean, I obviously Logan can too. Like all four of us we're technically in the entertainment business.
Yeah.
Me and Skip with wrestling and this podcast, and Logan with the podcast, and you with Twitch. I think that's the biggest thing in the entertainment business is how do you set yourself apart to make you unique for you to grow a fan base. And it's very cool, but it's very hard. What do you think is like the thing that's helped you stick out so far?
The thing that helped me stick out, so probably just my raging. I can get pretty mad. Now I don't go overboard. I see people breaking computers, but I'll stand up my chair. I'll be screaming like, "Are you kidding me?" Like,
Yeah.
probably that, and how much I show love to other people. You know, I've been put on by some people in this streaming industry that maybe not be big, but you know, a little bigger than me. They kind of, you know, put me on, you know, hey, shout out him, you know, and I kind of pass it on to the next person and pass it on to the next person. That's how I keep going and kind of growing as well. Be like, you know, he shout me out, you know, showing love to him. So it's all about showing love all the way around. And I think that's how I'm growing more right now, is just showing love to multiple people. So
Yeah, and I think there's like a certain karma with that too. Is my favorite Twitch streamer. He's a Pokemon Twitch streamer. He does like super hard like Pokemon games and stuff. After every time he streams, before he gets off, he like types in the topic Pokemon and like looks for like a Twitch streamer with like 10 viewers and like does a raid for them. So like when anybody on Twitch tries to go to his channel, they'll just like he's watching them or hosting them, so they go to their channel, and like that's like the love you're sort of spreading, and like big creators or medium creators even like boosting up the small creators, and I'm sure like assuming something like that is similar to what you're doing, it's gonna eventually like work its way. You're gonna get those benefits just like they are, and karma's gonna come your way for sure, in a good way,
yeah.
not a bad way.
So, I mean, over the big COVID period when everyone was stuck at home, I tried getting into streaming and I made a Twitch account, and I like for a couple months there, I was playing like Minecraft and a bunch of different games like that. And I feel like it was a lot of fun, but there was also even like I never got like big at all, but there was a lot of pressure for every like even smallest donation or like just somebody coming into the chat and saying something. Like it's like, okay, well now I have to entertain you. Or if like someone donates even the littlest amount of money, it's like, okay, well now I have to make sure that you're getting your money's worth out of this. So how do you like, do you feel that pressure, and how do you like balance that?
Here's how I do it. So it's very rare that I have my viewer list on that I can see how many people are watching me, because I think that's just a number. You know, you shouldn't act different based on that number. So from the moment I turn on my stream to the moment I end the stream, I'm acting the same all the way through. So if Sam comes into my chat, I'm gonna, you know, shout him out, say what's up, talk to him. And if somebody I've never met before in my life comes into my chat, I'm gonna talk to him the same way I would talk to Sam. You know, that's how I kind of view that, is just be through and through, all the way through, be the same person, be you, you know, don't get pressurized because more people are coming in or someone donates like that. You know, I always accept donations, never necessary, but they're always appreciated, you know, not necessary at all. But I'm always so thankful that someone's taken their hard-earned money and passed it on to me just merely because they enjoy watching me. So
Yeah, wow. I listen to, like I said, I listen to Twitch a lot, and I heard that like to know that you're financially able to like make it a career, you have to like look at each month you've done and like basically take the worst month. Once you're at a steady pace, you take the worst month, and if you can live off that, then you know you can do it financially. Is that sort of like the goal you want to have for your life?
I think down the line, yeah, I think that's still going to be some years. You know, I'm only
Time.
yeah, I'm only 8-9 months in, but I think that's going to be the goal, is to stream full time where I can financially depend on this, where I can wake up, you know, do my morning routine, turn on the stream, and that's my job. That's what I do for the day, is entertain people. So eventually I want to get there. Yes.
So before we started talking, you were talking about TikTok, and I just wanted to ask, like, how important is social media to you and Twitch? I understand how big social media is for the entertainment industry, but I want to know, like, personally for Twitch,
So
what is the best and why is it so important?
everyone that streams on Twitch will probably say the same thing right now. It is so hard to grow solely just on Twitch. If you want to grow a community, it's so hard to just do it on Twitch. So hard because, and like I said, anybody can stream, right? So most of the people that are going to come and tune into your streams are got to be from other social media platforms. There's so many social media platforms to gravitate those viewers in. I think TikTok is huge for that right now, especially growing a brand, growing a stream, growing a YouTube channel, even because there's so many chances to go viral. All you got to do is use the right sound, use the right sound for 10 seconds and boom, that's 3 million views just like that. I recently had I just ventured into the TikTok world and making TikToks. I recently had a TikTok, I think it was one of my first or second ones, get like 1,700 views, and I was ecstatic. I'm like, yo, like I just got to keep staying in the algorithm, because it's all about algorithms, right? So it's like staying in the algorithm. So I'm trying to post daily, post as much as I can, see what kind of content gets likes and keep posting that content if people like it. So I think that's like other social media platforms is huge to grow on Twitch, because that there are more chances of going viral, more chances of gathering people in.
So with that TikTok, like one of my favorite streamers, he streams on YouTube. His name's Zach Beal. And I was literally like, I think it was a little over a year ago, I was scrolling through TikTok, and that's how I came across him, was like just through a TikTok video. And now like I got a t-shirt of him. I got a sticker sitting right there. So like, yeah, TikTok is huge for growing. And like, I can tell from myself, like that is how I've discovered streamers solely through TikTok. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a great platform. YouTube also does YouTube Shorts, so I'm trying to venture into those as well, get into YouTube Shorts and start putting content instead of just Twitch all over the place. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all over.
What's those Instagram ones called? Like Instagram has kind of
Reels.
Yeah. They all got something like that, so it's like it's growing. Everything's growing. People stream on YouTube, like you said. People are streaming on Facebook now. I think that kind of dynamic is growing more and more.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So I was going to ask you, I mean, that segued perfectly. I was going to ask how committed are you to Twitch? I mean, you said you're new, but I didn't know if you ever could see yourself like streaming on YouTube, because a lot of people have switched to that, or maybe Mixer. I know a lot of people are now off of that, because Ninja had his with them. But I mean, you're new with Twitch and you're still trying to figure that out. So I'm assuming it's not anything sort of new, or you're having a desire to leave. But like, I mean, because people might like Twitch. Like I would personally, I think I would rather stream on Twitch, but I don't know if you ever thought about that.
I think right now Twitch is, because YouTube is still growing, Facebook is still growing. So I think Twitch is still kind of in the lead for that kind of race that they got going on in the streaming universe, because they're just already established. They've come from Justin TV. I don't know if you guys remember it back then, but the original domain was Justin TV. Then they switched over to Twitch. So they've been going for a while. But I think platforms like YouTube and Facebook are growing more and more. So maybe down the line that might fit me better. But right now it's just Twitch. It's so easily accessible to handle everything. YouTube's confusing. I tried to load up a YouTube stream before and it was so confusing. They still got to work some stuff out, but Mixer's actually down. They went bankrupt. That's why Ninja's back on Twitch. They got out of there, kind of support the people that they were trying to pay. A lot of these big streamers are actually in contracts now.
The Twitch partners and things like that.
Have you ever thought about venturing into the streaming of not video games, just doing other things, like maybe jokes, or I don't know, playing board game? I don't know. I mean, I know there's one of my buddies from wrestling, he does Twitch, and I don't think he plays much video games at all, and he's contracted to Twitch. So it's I don't know, what are your ideas about doing stuff like that?
I'm a big gamer, so I think I'm always going to be gaming, but if you ever tune in my stream, sometimes I watch your guys' videos on stream. I've watched a couple Spoon Olympics on stream where I'm just reacting to a video. I'm just watching a video. I do like stuff like that, more maybe IRL content, walking around. I remember when that was big. So I don't just game, but gaming is a lot of it. But yeah, I can see myself doing other stuff like, maybe I have a couple ideas. I don't want to put them out, but I know the comedy Drewski, he streams on Twitch where he gets a bunch of his friends and he does blind dating face to face and he just streams it. It's pretty funny.
That's awesome.
And I think that'll come with like the growth. So like the one I have in my head immediately is Ludwig. He's a big Twitch streamer, and like now he started gaming, and even XQC, they started with gaming and they'll still do gaming, but then like you said, you just get on at your job and like they'll sit down and they'll just talk to chat for like 3 hours. Like it's not like they have to do anything. They're just like their thing is their title of the thing that they're doing, it says just chatting, and like they're talking with each other, and then they might turn on a video and like just talk about a video with chat. Like it's not like that's probably easier to do when you have a bigger audience because people will just tune in. But yeah, that's probably, I mean people do chess.
Yeah, chess was popping off for a little bit during COVID. There was a lot of people playing chess.
Oh, yeah.
I tried getting into the chess. I'm so bad at it. I'm so bad. It's embarrassing.
So I know that you said that you're solely streaming on Twitch. Do you post like your streams elsewhere, or is Twitch it?
Yeah, so Twitch is the only place I'm streaming at, but I post all my clips from Twitch that I get, while I'm streaming. I post them on TikTok and whatnot, but right now it's just streaming. It's just Twitch.
Yeah. Do you have like a schedule for that, or is that?
No, like releasing clips and
or even just
content.
For streaming. Like, do you have like a streaming it?
Nah, I don't really have a schedule because I'm going through a lot of I'm about to be moving. So I have a lot of stuff going on. So I don't really have a set schedule, but I want to get a set schedule. And I honestly probably my schedule will just be every day from like so forth to so on. It'll probably just be every day. But yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I know a lot of these Twitch streamers are like sort of double dipping in a way to where they'll stream all day and then take like some good clips or like 30 minutes of whatever game they're playing and then post that on YouTube and like for a YouTube channel, because so they don't like basically unedited, like it's just their like Twitch.
It's raw content, yeah.
Exactly, and then just put it on, maybe a little bit of editing if they had like a mod or something to do it, and then they're getting the Twitch revenue and then also the YouTube revenue.
Yeah.
So is that something you?
Yeah, I have some goals in mind where I need to put, but the big thing is editing. I need to venture into editing my own stuff. Learning editing is so challenging. I think the first part of editing that is challenging is just getting into it, just diving head first, because it's so scary. Like of not knowing anything about editing, it's so scary. Just dive right in. But I need to just head first get into it.
The scariest thing with editing is like, I don't know if like you guys are the same way. I know Skips has mentioned it, but like I'm a big perfectionist. So like if I see the littlest detail that's like wrong, I am like, oh, the whole video is crap, throw it out. Like I don't want it. And I imagine that would that'd suck.
Yeah.
I mean, spoon shout out, Skip, man. Like Skip does all of our editing, and I'm so glad he knows how to do it because I'll go and watch them afterwards, and like I'm just like, wow, that's incredible. I would have no idea how to do that. Like he does all this stuff, and I mean, we're just so lucky and fortunate for us. But yeah, I mean, if I had to do that, I think about that because I see what he does, and I'm just like, I have no idea what program do you use even?
Yeah, I there's so many programs to use too. It's like so like I said, just got to do it head first.
Yeah, that really is it. Just as soon as you start, like it sucks, and then as soon as you get going with it, you're like, oh, this isn't like that bad. Like, yeah, there's some challenges in there, and especially when there's like what Sam said, like the smallest little things that you can't fix, and then you have to try and find a way to work around that. And but if as long as you just start it, it's just going to become second nature.
So before we go any farther, Kusz, what is your name on Twitch? So people listening can like.
So it is Flxshey, but spelled differently. It's Flxshey. That's Flxshey, and that's it. Just that Flxshey.
Yeah, we'll have that in the description. And I just wanted people to see that in case people are avid Twitch watchers and they just wanted to look you up right now and or just like, what's his name? Name?
Leave a follow. Following's free. Subscribing on YouTube is free. You just gotta have an account. It's so easy.
Yeah.
Is that
your? Hey, and while you're there doing that, subscribe to us. It's free.
Yeah, subscribe.
Yeah, it's free.
Is that
Takes a click.
is that your TikTok name too? I know I follow you on TikTok. but-
I actually don't know. I think my TikTok name might still be linked to like my personal name. I'm not sure. I could check it out real quick without having a TikTok play in the background.
I did the same thing.
TikTok's actually just still tied to my first and last name. I actually got to venture into changing that. I don't even know how, even if you can change the TikTok name, but yeah.
Gotcha. We'll tag them all in the description.
Yeah.
So we'll have the Twitch and the TikTok, and anything else you want us to tag, we'll put it down there.
All right.
Sam,
I have two more questions. I mean, do you guys have any other either?
No, I'm sure.
Um,
Shoot from the hip.
Oh, okay. So my question is, why should not only our viewers, but other people who are Twitch fans, like, why should they join your community? Why should they start supporting you? What is a good reason, and what is your
This community that I'm creating? So it's like I actually just recently made a Discord server as well. So I have my own Discord server, but it's so versatile. I have people from all over the world. I have people that just play Warzone, but I also have people that are verified 2K streamers that are in my community. I have people that are linked to that stream for rapper gaming teams in my community. Like, I have a lot of people. It's so versatile, so you can meet literally anybody around the world. I have a Switzerland audience that tunes in, a couple of Switzerland friends that I would have never met if it wasn't for gaming, and just find them in a random match, and boom, now we game pretty often. And it's more so just funny moments. You never know what you're gonna get on my stream. You might get some solid 40 kill gameplay on Warzone, or you might get someone breaking his legs every other game. You never know. You never know. You're gonna get solid top 100 Madden gameplay. You're gonna get someone throwing a controller across the room because he can't figure out why this dude keeps scoring on his defense. So I'd say you never know what you're gonna get. It's a box of just who knows. So and we all show love to each other. We all ask each other how our day's been, just like we did at the start of a podcast and stuff like that. So
I guess actually I did have another question, and that leads perfectly into this. Is there anyone that you either play with on Twitch or that you follow that you want to shout out or you want to talk about?
So there is one. He's part of Little Dirk's gaming team. His name is One Bibby on Twitch, is the number one, and then Bibby. He's kind of he's in a gaming contract where he just streams. That's what he does. And he's kind of put me on. He's taught me so many things just about streaming, but how to get better quality gameplay, how to get better quality camera, just the ins and out of Twitch, because he's been doing it so long, and he's ex-military as well, so kind of relate to him. But big shout out to One Bibby. He's brought me a long way. I appreciate him and how far he's got me here, and continue to grow, because we're all still growing.
Yeah, I mean, truthfully, everybody's still growing, no matter what. Like, if we're breathing, we're living, and we're growing. We're never gonna end. Like, our dreams will never stop. Like, once we hit that moment where our goals are like, oh, we crushed our goals. Well, guess what? Here's more goals, and it's pretty cool. I think that's one thing that the entertainment business does very well. I guess my final question would be, like, what is the best advice you could give somebody that's joining not only like streaming, but just the entertainment business in general? Like, what is one thing you would tell somebody?
Couple things. One, it's not going to happen overnight. It's a very long process. And two, success, especially on this platform, isn't judged by how much money you make, but it's judged by how happy you are at the end of the day. How happy you are and how many lives you impacted. Because just someone gets home from work, throws on my stream, they had a terrible day at work, and watching their stream, they chuck a couple laughs, have a couple, have dinner while watching me, like that. That's what means the most to me. So if you're getting into this, like, the littlest of things, a follow, like that's goes a long way with me. So yeah, it's not going to happen overnight, and you just got to keep on grinding.
Yeah, I mean, I can't agree more. Like with wrestling, at least for me, it is never and will never ever be about making money. I just think it is so awesome that somebody paid $15, $20, $100 to buy a ticket to escape reality for 15 minutes to watch me perform. I think that's the coolest thing in the world, and I imagine that it's likewise for you. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I think if anybody's in it for money, they're not going to get the good karma out of it. They're not in it for the right reasons. They're probably not going to go a long way with streaming, with I'm sure wrestling. If you're in it for the money, you're just whatever type of goals like that. It's just that's not how I see life either. So.
Well, dang, I'm only doing this podcast for money, so might as well cut it here.
Someone else got to edit the video.
Yeah, we're rolling in it right now.
Absolutely.
All the moolah coming this way.
I think that that advice kind of goes to anything, really.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're only in anything for the money, then I don't. It's the question has to be asked if you're really in it for the right reasons, and you're just I don't know. You're not in it for like what it should be. Almost, you're missing the point, kind of.
Yeah, like you gotta be in it for what makes you happy. You know, at some point in your life, you gotta make yourself happy and be selfish with that. You only get one shot at this, so
Okay.
It ain't about money.
But
well, Kusz, anything else you got to say or anything?
My Cowboys are playing in the Super Bowl. Oh, no, that's not my
yeah.
my bad.
Hey, that was I think if I go this way, the Niners thing pops up. Wait a minute.
No, I just see a Stafford jersey.
Yeah,
Stafford's playing in there.
Go Duke. Jimmy G.
Go Duke.
Go Jimmy G.
Anything else to say? A lot more stuff coming from me and my streams. I'm gonna be moving, so it's kind of like at a dead spot right now. I hate to say that, but like I'm moving states. I'm gonna be a little closer to you guys a little bit. So a new setup coming, maybe some an actual streaming setup. As you can see, this is my stream setup. I'm just in my living room, couch behind me, painting behind me. This is my stream. So more stuff coming soon.
Yeah, a stage is aesthetic is everything in like videoing. I mean, like if you look at the picture with Skip and where Logan's at right now, like we set that up because it's like shows who we are, and like I think that would be awesome for you if you can get your own like little backdrop type thing. But yeah, so you said the Cowboys in a Super Bowl. Would you just get off Madden or something?
Alternate reality, yeah.
Just get off Madden.
Alternate reality.
Who do you got in the Super Bowl there, Kusz?
Oh man, I that Rams defense been scary for a while, but I think if anybody's gonna do it, it's gonna be ice cold Joey B. Ice cold Joe Burr.
Burr.
I've been saying it I said it since the Cowboys got knocked out by the Niners. I said, watch, the Bengals are gonna beat the Chiefs, and I was talking on the phone with my dad. He said, no one's gonna beat the Chiefs, and I don't think anybody's gonna beat them. I said, watch out for the Bengals, dude. I'm telling you, it's a dangerous team. They got hot at the right time. They got a lot of young in players that are ready to get it, So I got the Bengals. I want the Bengals to win, and I think they're going to win.
See, I mean, Logan, likewise. Oh, wait. Did you have him beating the Titans or no? You did, yeah.
Yeah.
You had him beat.
Yeah.
You did, yeah.
You had him,
I was the only one.
I had the Bengals beating the Titans, yeah.
Yeah, like I thought they were actually going to make a run for it, like far. I thought the only team that could beat the Bengals would be the Bills, and the Bills didn't even get there. So, yeah,
it's crazy. We had that like vote on our Instagram polls, and the fans actually had the Bengals winning the Super Bowl. And I remember I was kind of like, man,
those were rigged because who picked the 49ers? The 49ers were not supposed to win that game. And I saw half the people were picking the 49ers. Like, that's bullshit. Like, what the heck?
I did that.
I almost made 3 accounts just to vote for the Cowboys.
That's because, like, nobody likes the Cowboys.
Yeah, no one likes the
Cowboys. I don't know why. This is America's team. Are we not in America?
I think the Bengals are America's team now.
Yeah.
They
beat
teams left.
Joe Burr.
Hey, they beat Patty Mahomes and kicked his wife and brother to the curb,
I think
dude.
Thank
you.
Everyone was a Bengals fan that night. Everyone was a Bengals fan that night.
It's true.
I'll tell you what. I got my Joe Burrow jersey. I'm wearing it for the Super Bowl. I hope they win. I don't think they will. If I had to put money on it, I'm putting money on the Rams. But I hope the Bengals win.
What about you, Sam?
I mean, I obviously want Matt Stafford to win, but it's like the most bittersweet thing that could have ever happened to me. Like I was telling Skip when we were watching them beat the Niners that I was like, I just like want to cry, but I'm happy and like sad at the same time. Like this should have been us.
Cry.
I wanted to cry because I'm sad.
Wait till the Lions make the playoffs, guys. He's gonna be bawling his eyes out.
Oh no, I'm gonna be happy. I'm saying like I'm crying because I'm sad because we literally drafted a Super Bowl caliber quarterback to put Eric Ebron around him. Eric Ebron.
You think that's a Super Bowl caliber quarterback because he made the Super Bowl when he's 34?
Who, Stafford?
Yeah.
Stafford is without a doubt a Super Bowl quarterback. He's always been.
So is Jimmy G.
Always been.
So is Joe Flacco.
Yeah, then come on. What are you saying?
Stafford always is. Oh, hey, what's up?
What's up, Echo?
I don't think. I mean, like I like Stafford.
Hey,
I think he's a huge Detroit guy, but I just don't think he's a Super Bowl caliber quarterback.
Listen, I mean,
he's literally in the Super Bowl.
So was Nick Foles.
That is outrageous that you are saying that.
So was Joe Flacco.
I'll
so
say
was Colin Kaepernick.
I'll say
that's
this.
a good point.
I think
Colin Kaepernick's good.
I think that this is no offense. I think Stafford's good, but you surrounded him with an all-star, all-in team. Anybody could have made the Super Bowl with this team.
They traded for Von Miller midway through the year.
Jared Goff made the Super Bowl with a worse Rams team. This is a better Rams team than what Jared Goff went to the Super Bowl with.
You can say that about any team. You can say that about any team.
Sam, I'm going to say I think Stafford's a Super Bowl quarterback. I think he's an elite quarterback.
Oh, I think he's a Super Bowl quarterback too. I'm agreeing with that because he's in the Super Bowl. But
I'll agree with that fact, but I'm not. I mean, that's a good point, Skip. I mean, a lot of quarterbacks are Super Bowl quarterbacks.
A lot of Super Bowl quarterbacks.
I mean.
He's an elite quarterback.
Like
he's always been.
He is an elite quarterback.
Cooper Kupp is an elite wide receiver. That's the only reason he's there is because Cooper Kupp is the way he is.
Well, couldn't get it done with Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, come on. If you had Megatron, you came and make. Come on.
Ooh,
all right, Logan, what do you got? What's your pick?
Oh man, if you pick the Rams, you are a madman.
Come on.
Listen, I'll say this. Tom Brady retired from the NFL. The GOAT. Okay. When one GOAT.
Wait, who beat him? Hang on, who beat him real quick before he retired?
Stop. No. Sam.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I just want to know.
A lot of people beat Tom Brady this year and at all time.
Yeah.
Bad point. One GOAT is gone from the NFL. Okay. One GOAT died. But the circle of life, one GOAT is born.
Rises.
A new GOAT has risen, and it's Joe Burr, baby.
Hey, I mean, you can't disagree. Joe B is just he's goated with the sauce. If he goes on
to win like 20 Super Bowls, I would not even care.
I can't wait till he lights that cigar at the 50-yard line and says, "I'm going to Disney with a cigar in his mouth."
He's gonna be the first person ever to be the Heisman, win the national championship, and the Super Bowl if he wins the Super Bowl.
In his second season.
That's incredible.
And I'm going to
have a full first season.
I don't know if you guys remember just how atrocious the Bengals were just 2 years ago.
They were
last
year.
They were terrible last year. Even
last
with
year,
Joe Burrow, the first he played the first 6-7 games, something like that.
They were terrible.
And it's because their line was terrible. What did they do? Draft a wide receiver.
Their line is still
terrible. I know, with Penei Sewell sitting right there for him, and they drafted Jamar Chase.
Yeah. Clearly worked out well.
It takes
that's a good thing.
It takes some nuts.
I'll say this. Matt Stafford wouldn't have made the Super Bowl with this Bengals team.
Another mid-opinion for another time.
I disagree.
Hey, we'll never know. A question for the philosophers.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. So, we're talking about athletes. You guys want to get into our cream of the crop?
Cream of the crop. Let's harvest, baby. All right, let's start.
What's our cream of the crop?
You literally made it. You picked it.
Nobody said it. You guys said we're about to get into it. Nobody said it. I was just making sure, we.
Kusz, you want to?
Yeah.
So I was, the question of cream of the crop. I know it's quite a staple point on this podcast, on the show, and I decided, I'm doing my little research. Nobody did athletes. You guys got all these jerseys hanging up. You guys haven't done top 5 favorite athletes. of all time. So not just who's the best athlete, but your personal favorite athlete.
Love it.
That's what we're going with.
I mean, I think that we actually have not really like. There's always been an open like it's either the best or it's the like or it's your favorite. We've never had like a real like it's favorite instead of the best. Like of anything.
I look at cream of
I
the
guess
crop.
favorite candy.
I look at cream of the crop as very much a not the best, not the favorite, but a good mix of the both.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what I did this week. This week I did solely favorites.
Same.
Yeah, 'cause most of the time we'll do like cream of the crop movies, and that's just it, movies. But it's like cream of the crop favorite movies, and then it's like your favorite movie. Like cream of the crop athletes, my list would be so very different.
Yeah.
But my favorite athletes, now we're talking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which this could have been my list because cream of the crop you can determine either way. But
Yeah.
I will say this. I have two rules for my list, and I guess I'll just start it too. But for my list, I did first, everybody has to be from a different league because I realized like when I was making my list, it was all about to be NFL. So I was like, we're going to spread it out a little bit, make it a little more diverse. Everyone has to be from a different league. And second, I had to have watched them play in my lifetime. So like I not like live in stadium, but like I had to see them on TV or like so no Joe Montana or Jerry Rice or anyone like that, even though they probably would be on this list. And I'm gonna start with that. My number 5, we're going with former Bowling Green State University basketball player Dylan Fry.
dude, I've seen him too.
Yeah, you did. Listen, I spent 4 years at old BGSU, just 30 minutes south of here, less than that. And I've watched this guy play basketball, and he's an absolute stud. If you haven't had the privilege of watching Dylan Fry play live in the Stroh Center, I'm sorry, because you're missing out.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. I mean, what a guy. I went down, I mean, this doesn't have anything to do with him, but at halftime of one of the basketball games, I went down and shot a half-court shot, and I hit the kid in the front row. What a moment.
I'm next to you, aren't I? I'm right next to
no,
you.
it's going to go, well, let's go like this. Let's go Kusz, Sam, Logan.
What are you going to do next?
Yeah, Kusz, you're going to go next because this is your idea.
Okay.
Dylan Fry, 5.
And my 5 now?
You're 5.
Yeah.
All right. My 5th one, who I think is so I came up with the idea, but I'm going this like straight from the head top. I have a little idea in my head, notes of who I was going to go in the head, but my 5 would have to be the greatest LeBron James sidekick in history, who I watched personally play, Daniel Boobie Gibson from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Nobody's going to know who he is unless you're a diehard basketball fan. Number 1, he was just a shooter, role player. And I don't know why. I think he was so underappreciated when he played with LeBron because I don't know if you guys remember, those Cavaliers teams were so bad. They were terrible, and he carried them all the time. But I think Daniel Boobie Gibson, one of my favorite athletes, started replicating my game after him a little bit. As I got older, I realized I wasn't going to be LeBron James. I wasn't going to be LeBron James, so I had to pick somebody else to be. And Daniel Boobie Gibson, that's my number 5.
I had to look him up. Make sure you add the Daniel Gibson. Don't just look up.
Not just Boobie Gibson. Daniel Boobie Gibson.
You'll get something.
Wait,
different.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah,
I
you
want
have
to
to
look this up.
Here's the thing. I'm not a big Cavs fan, but
it's a good thing you weren't around watching the Birdman. Could have imitated your game after him.
I know you get Daniel Boobie Gibson. I searched it.
I'm saying
Boobie Gibson.
Include the Daniel
Boobie.
Gibson.
Yeah, make sure you add Daniel Gibson.
Yeah, that's a very crucial part in the equation.
Also, don't just Google Boobie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can only Google that if I'm like on Wi-Fi though. I got a parent lock. Can't look that up.
I think he's actually an artist now, Daniel Boobie. I think he's an artist, like makes music.
Painter? Oh.
Yeah,
like a painter
makes music.
Where does the booby come from? Like, is that just his nickname?
That's his nickname. That's what, and I think it was like
Hey.
so deep that on the old NBA games, I think he even on the game it was Booby Gibson. It wasn't even Dan, it just Booby.
I mean,
yeah, we know what kind of guy he is.
cream of the
And
crop
that-
nickname
that's-
right there.
That's part of the reason I liked him. Booby, who 12
Who
years
doesn't
old.
like boobs.
12 years old, boobs.
Yeah, I agree. Completely agree.
All right, Sam.
My number 5 is actually a guy I have hanging up on my wall. I think ironically a lot of these people are hanging up on my wall. Number 5 is Jabril Peppers. I don't know how to say it
Specifically.
That, yeah, thanks. From his time in Michigan, I think it was a lot of fun watching him play. Back flipping, just being a hound all over the field. I know I got a couple Buckeyes in here, and he never got to beat them, but it was really fun to watch him play. He kind of made me fall in love with Michigan, him and Chase Winovich, but I have to give the edge to Jabril Peppers. I don't know. Aiden Hutchinson was really good too, but I just was more drawn to watching Peppers like take kicks back, just flying all over the field, being a real hybrid of a safety. He was incredible.
Did everything.
He did literally everything. He scored touchdowns on offense too. Like he was our entire team.
And Cleveland did nothing with him.
No, he turned pretty good in Cleveland. He was all right, and that's what they
He's a
traded.
solid safety now.
Yeah,
He's a solid safety.
He got traded to the Giants.
I think that was his big question was how was he gonna pan to the NFL?
Because he was a little smaller.
Yeah.
No, he was solid. He sucked his first year. It was bad his first rookie year. I think he started figuring it out like the second and then third year, and then that's when they made the trade. I forget exactly. Was it OBJ?
It was for OBJ.
Yeah, it was for OBJ. Yep. It was like that, him in a second and third or something like that. Yeah, let's go Peppers.
Nice. All right, mine. I'm not going to talk too much, and I was going to have a theme, one from like every major sport, basically, or one from a different sport. But I just realized I don't pay attention or care enough about baseball to have one, so yeah. I couldn't stick to it. So this would have been my baseball spot, but I threw it out because I don't care and I like this person way more. I'm not going to talk about him too much because I'm sure they're going to be on at least somebody else's list, probably higher. So definitely higher now because I'm the last. And it's Kobe Bryant. I mean, recency, everything that happened. I mean, I forget the stuff in the past. I mean, Kobe was just a great guy, and he was a great player. Loved him, but yep, I'm not going to talk too much. I'm sure he's on a few people's, at least one person's list. So don't want to overshine that. But Kobe.
All right, you want
to
that snake? Yeah.
Yeah. So my number 4 comes from tennis. That's the sport that I played pretty much most of my life, and he just took the lead in Grand Slams. That's Rafael Nadal. I love Rafa. He's right now he's the GOAT, basically, technically, because he's got 21. He's the leader of major wins, but I don't think it's gonna stand tall against Djokovic. But yeah, Rafael Nadal, I think he looks so cool, and Rafa, so sick. My tennis rackets are. I use Babolat, the same racket he uses, and I use like the Rafael Nadal racket. So,
question: Is he the one with the long hair and headband like I do?
He has had long hair. I mean, he's gone through. I mean, because
what's the other one? Is the other one Djokovic? Is he the bald-headed guy? Federer, I remember him.
Oh, Federer used to have long hair too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nadal typically has like a headband on, and yeah. So, Rafael Nadal, and one of the coolest, like just like the most fun competitors people I've seen play tennis. Like he just goes for everything, gets everything, and wild shots. But yep.
All right. So my number four does come into the form of baseball, and I as well have him on my wall as well. It's Justin Verlander. Anytime that somebody plays for my team and can just be so dominant, and like you can seriously argue that he is the best pitcher of our generation, and then he gets traded, and like when he wins the World Series, it feels like I won the World Series. Like obviously, I have such a deep connection to him. Yeah, I mean, I went and watched him in Toledo, went and watched him pitch there and his rehab stuff. But like he was so vital to all of my memories with baseball as a kid growing up. Like I remember every one of his perfect or no hitters. I remember going to watch him in the playoffs and then like dominating the all like Oakland A's and the ALDS and the ALCS. Like he was a Detroit guy through and through, and I love him for that. You know, it was awesome to watch him pitch, and to say that one of the best pitchers of my generation was actually on my team. Like that's I love that. And yeah, JV baby. Like it was cool to watch him win that World Series and get that ring he so rightfully deserved. It was awesome.
Is it going to be more tough when Stafford leaves your team and wins a ring?
Like I said, it's the most bittersweet thing because like
OEB ain't gonna happen. Sorry.
I'm just saying.
I was gonna say, what's that like to be a Detroit sports fan and to just see, you have great talent on your team and just go somewhere else to win championships, huh?
Like Griffin.
It's tough. It's tough. It really is. It is what it is, though. One day it'll happen. One day I'll get to watch him win.
You said Blake Griffin.
All right, Kusz.
Yeah,
He's not winning the championship. Anyways, my number 4, going back to another Heisman winner, Troy Smith at Ohio State, quarterback, 2006 was it? Was he 06? I think he was. Yeah, I think one of the reasons I liked him so much is I met him personally after he won the Heisman, playing travel baseball. And we went down to Columbus, took a picture with him next to the Heisman Trophy. But I was always a quarterback growing up, and he was undersized as well. And coming from being undersized a little bit, I think that's what I like most about him. And he had a huge arm. Being undersized and having a huge arm is so rare. Usually you're undersized and you're running around the field, but his arm was huge, and I think that's why I liked him so much. He was so underlooked too. And the NFL didn't really pan out because of his size, but I'm a huge Troy Smith fan. He's been 4 of my all-time favorite athletes.
Nice.
I have I don't know where it is, but somewhere in here I have a Troy Smith San Francisco 49er card.
Wow.
He was in the 49ers?
Yeah, that has to be rare. I know he was with the I know he was with the Ravens, but 49ers, yeah, that has to be rare.
Oh, someone let the rabid dogs downstairs.
And guess what? It's Skip's turn.
Hey guys, I got dogs in the background. Kusz, or you know what? I'll just say my number 4 and I'll go quick with it. My number 4, big pick here. I'm going with Conor McGregor. I'm not a huge UFC fan, but I do like watching it from time to time, and nothing has drawn me in more than Conor McGregor. Like he is a must watch, like whenever he has a big fight. And I just love because obviously last week's show was all revolved around WWE and wrestling, and he turns it into wrestling. Like he makes a storyline out of the fights, and he's just, he's so fun to watch. I love just going through YouTube and watching the clips of him, like him and Floyd Mayweather, who was also almost on my list, watching those two, their whole back and forth, and just all of his interviews and stuff like that. He's so funny. Such a good athlete too.
I didn't get to experience the Conor McGregor Floyd Mayweather stuff because I was in boot camp. I was shut off from all that. I didn't even get to watch the fight, the build up, nothing. Such a shame.
Yeah. Conor McGregor's on my honorable mention, actually. When I walk out to my music in wrestling, I'm always doing the Conor McGregor walk. It's I love him. He's so funny and he's amazing. He has his own whiskey, guys. It is terrible. It's bad. It's no good. Me and my buddy one time bought the biggest bottle you could buy of it, and it was, I don't know if we even finished it because it was so bad, or we just got super drunk from something. So we got super drunk from something else, and then we finished it somehow. What is it called? Proper 12, right? Is that what
Proper
it is?
12. Yeah, I've had it before too. I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, no good.
Back to me.
Up now. Yep, you're
my
up,
3.
Goose.
My 3.
Oh, you're 3. You're 3.
Yeah.
My 3.
Snake. Yep.
So I'm going with my NFL pick here, and that is the my two favorite positions in football are running back and tight end. And I love how the 49ers have always had great running backs and great tight ends. And I'm going with the current George Kittle. He's so much fun to watch.
I think he might go down as one of the most athletic tight ends. He's,
He has a chance. So I grew up with, like, when I first got into football and I first became a 49ers fan, Vernon Davis. I remember him at
He's
tight
good.
end. And that kind of is what drew me in. I mean, someone that's on my honorable mention, Frank Gore, like, watching them as a kid, running back and tight end combo. And then now to see George Kittle, I mean, it was tough trying to decide between those three, but I had to go with Kittle just because I think he's already done so much and I think he has so much more to do. I always say that if there was like an NFL redraft where like every team could only keep one player and everybody else was, available and you just drafted from there, I would keep George Kittle. I think he's the heart and soul of the 49ers. So
Absolutely.
I love Debo. He would be probably number two. Him, Fred Warner too.
See,
but if I had to
Here's the
keep
reason
one,
why go on.
if I had to keep one, it'd be Kittle, just because I think not only is he, I think the perfect tight end. He can run, block, catch, do everything a tight end needs to do. But I think he makes everybody around him better.
Here's why I would say keep Kittle over Debo is, like, you could find a good wide receiver. Yeah, Debo's a special talent, right? But you can find good wide receivers. A great tight end comes very rare, So
I
that'd be
completely agree. Completely agree.
I don't know, Debo's why you won your game against the Cowboys.
I mean,
no.
Don't get me wrong. Debo's great.
No,
I love
they
Debo.
won the game against the Cowboys because the Cowboys don't know how to do clock management. Let's don't give them too much credit.
Debo was your running back, your wide receiver. He does everything.
He does everything. I love that's the whole Kyle Shanahan like recruiting is whenever he goes to draft, it's like he goes to the Madden thing and he sorts by speed and he just takes the top speed guy. Like there could be like a 60 overall. It's like, 60 overall with 95 speed. Yeah, we'll take him. And then he's just a star. All right. Kuz, you're number 3.
Number 3. Okay. I'm also going NFL here, but I'm not going NFL because of how he played in the NFL. I mean, one of the greatest wide receivers of all time. He blessed my Cowboys at one point, but I'm going at how dominant he was video game wise. I'm a big gamer, so I'm going how dominant he was. One of the first NFL games, it wasn't even Madden. It was an ESPN 2K game, how dominant he was. Terrell Owens on the cover of 2K5. 2K5. I hate the Eagles, but he was on the Eagles in 2K5, and just he was so dominant. I loved him, and eventually coming to Dallas and playing for my Cowboys. That's my quarterback, man. That's my quarterback. You gotta love him. I like how his antics on the field were a little questionable. A lot of people didn't like him, but I feel like he another entertainer. He brought the game to a new life. Kind of transitioned into what it is now with all the celebrations and stuff, and what he did, him and Randy Moss. But Terrell Owens is my number 3 on my list.
Was T.O. the one who did the answer the phone under the
cell phone?
Yep.
Yep,
Under the field goal. Yeah.
Yep. I think it was in
Green
Green
was
Bay,
sweet.
I want to say. I don't actually remember where it was, but yeah, I loved his celebrations. But he was so dominant in 2K5. I would play my dad on the PlayStation 2 and no, the PlayStation 1. I don't even think it was a 2 yet. PlayStation 1. I can't remember, but he would just get mad because I would just throw it up to T.O. and he would just go. He was so it was stupid. He would go and do anything he wanted to any defense.
Good pick. T.O. sweet.
It could have been on my list, but that was before, because this time at the Niners was before my time. So
yeah,
2003, I think was his last year. Good pick.
All right, so my number 3, I am going with the same that I went with number 4. If I can see him leave Detroit and hopefully he wins a Super Bowl, I'm going with Matt Stafford. Stafford is by far my favorite football player of all time. Like I love him to death. He really was a Detroit guy. I mean, he still is. Like he grew up in Detroit and he became who he was in there. I think the coolest thing about him is like he doesn't have social media whatsoever. He doesn't. His wife does the social media stuff for him. But if you watch and listen to other people talk about Stafford, he is the biggest crap talker at the line of scrimmage of all time. Like he just like I forget who it was interviewing him, and he was like getting interviewed about Stafford being like one of the top 100 players or whatever, and like he was like, man, I hate playing against him, but he's so funny. He'll just point somebody out and just talk mad crap the entire time. And I don't know. I just love him. He's a great gamer. I will always stand by it that I believe that he is now, and he has been throughout his career, a top 5 quarterback. It doesn't matter what anybody says. I think this run is just kind of proving it for me. I don't see how it's not, but that's to each their own. Yeah, Matt Stafford, baby.
I thought he'd be higher.
No.
Yeah, I'm surprised too.
Okay, my number 3. This one comes from the PDGA, the Professional Disc Golf Association. That's my favorite disc golfer. It actually just changed, not recently. It's actually Calvin Heinberg.
Wow.
My other favorite. Yeah, I know. Crazy.
I have no clue who that is.
Yeah, you should.
I'm gonna look him up after this. I will.
He honestly, I met both of these guys, and it was a top, him and my other favorite. But he's just way more funny, and he's just a cool guy, laid back guy. I mean, they play disc golf, so it's not really, they're not that uptight. But yeah, he just is like a more personal guy, and I really he throws the brand that I like the most, and yeah, I like him a lot, I like his brand and everything he's doing. So
my favorite disc golfer is Logan Gauthier.
That's mine too. Him or Paul
He just
McBeth.
bangs. All he does is bangs chains, bro.
Paul McBeth.
All day.
Paul McBeth is the disc golf goat. FYI.
Not as good as Logan Gauthier.
No,
I've watched Logan play.
Maybe. Okay, my number 2 comes from the NBA. Oh, actually, well, other than Kobe, this was my original NBA pick. It's Steve Nash.
Ooh, I like that.
I played basketball all growing up, and I was never really like the prolific scorer. I was never really like the guy that drained threes like Curry, and I was small, so I was kind of like the point guard and just like a white boy with a little bit of flow who can just dribble the ball, pass, assist, like do all this crazy stuff. I loved it. I mean, I have his jersey literally right here. Phoenix Suns fan. So I mean, Devin Booker, I love him too, but yeah, Steve Nash is one of the people that I loved, and I loved watching. And he went to the Lakers. He was still good, just an assist machine, and never really was like the guy that scored 500, 50 points a night, 30 points a night, but he could if he needed to. But yeah, so Steve Nash.
Some would argue he's a corked up white boy with a little bit of swag, busting it down sexual style on the court. But I don't think he's goated with
Is he goated?
I don't think he's goated with the
I think he could. I think he could be. Oh, all right. My number 2 is a first ballot Hall of Famer, probably the best hitter to grace this planet, and that's Miguel Cabrera. Miguel Cabrera is phenomenal. Like the way he swings, the way he just delivers in big moments, it's unreal. Like you could really sit down for like 2 to 3 hours and just rewatch all of the moments that he has made and over the years. And he's the first Triple Crown winner. I'm pretty sure he won back-to-back MVPs. I think it might have been him, then Verlander or something along those lines. But like he's just so fun. I know there's that one clip where he's going to try to catch a foul ball and like outside of it, it falls into the stands, and he like reaches over and like plays with somebody's face or eats their nachos or drinks their beer. He just doesn't care. He's just a little big kid out there playing a man's sport, and like he is baseball. I think I think he's incredible. I love everything that he is, like joy that he has brought me through over the years. But he is number 2 on my list. I also played first base, so I kind of guess there's a little bit of a bias there when I played baseball. So I kind of tried to model his game off mine. I know he wasn't the greatest of fielders, but he still got the job done. I just adore him. I love him. I want to meet him one day. Miggy, big old Miggy. He's just a fun guy. Fun guy.
Is he not on your wall?
Oh no, he is actually. He's right over there next to Verlander.
I was,
I think. Oh no, actually, all 5 of them are on my walls, guys.
I was
All
gonna
5 of
say
them.
because at this point I know I didn't know if Stafford was still on your wall or if he was in the studio now. But I was gonna say like Sam just looked around his room, said, "Oh, there's an athlete there. There's an athlete there." Because I figured
Well,
he was on your wall. I thought he was.
if I was gonna do that, I have John Cena up on my wall. I should have put him up
Dolph
there.
Ziggler right behind you.
Yeah, he's over there. Yeah. No, I'm going Miggy. Number 2, Miggy.
All right, I'm gonna go straight into baseball as well. Probably this is like a contradicting pick because I hate Michigan. Can't stand them. But my favorite Michigan athlete of all time, probably my only Michigan athlete that I'll ever mention. Someone I grew up watching, try to reflect my game off of, had the same body type as him growing up as everything. Derek Jeter. I love everything Derek Jeter stood for and how he played the game. You know, from the moment he came into baseball, the moment he left baseball. I think he is baseball. As much of a Miggy fan I am, I think Derek Jeter just sets the tone. There's something that Derek Jeter once said that stuck with me in my baseball career as long as it did last. It didn't last very long, but my baseball career is Derek Jeter said before every time the ball was thrown to the plate, he would think about what to do with it if the ball came to him. On the right side, on the left side, and I just hung on to those words, tried to implement them as much as I can in my baseball career. But Derek Jeter, I just love, and I love what he's doing for the Marlins now, still in baseball. So
I will definitely agree. Jeter is like a guarantee. I think he might even be in the Hall of Fame already. I don't know yet.
I think so too. But
He's incredible. He's a great player. I think you are right. I mean, with the topic of saying like he is baseball, I would put the more of the terms on Miggy with he's baseball when it comes to hitting.
Yeah.
When it comes to hitting. But no, Jeter's all around game was incredible.
Yeah,
it
but
was fun to watch.
There's like, as much as I shouldn't like Jeter because he played for the Yankees, and who the hell likes the Yankees?
Nobody.
And Andy went to Michigan. Who the hell likes Michigan?
Coming from the Cowboys
Nobody.
fan.
Nobody.
Yeah, it's fair. That is fair.
But I just I played a little shortstop. I wanted to be a shortstop growing up and play that position as much as I could. So Derek Jeter, number 2.
All right, my 2 and 1. My number 2 is my first ever like favorite athlete. The first athlete that I ever all-star favorite, and that's Chauncey Billups. As a kid, I when I was like probably like for the first 10 years of my life, I loved basketball so much more than football. Like basketball was by far my favorite sport. I used to spend every summer up in Michigan. I'd go to like Piston like little league training camps for like a week or something. And then, I just my grandpa would have tickets to, because the same company that owned the Pistons, or the same guy that owned the Pistons, also owned the company that my grandpa worked for. So he would get like tickets to games, like I'm talking like right up courtside seats. We'd have in the suites, like we'd get our own suites sometimes. So like it was awesome, like getting to go out to all the Pistons games. Billups and Tayshaun Prince and
Rip.
Rip Hamilton, Rasheed
Wallaces.
Wallace, Rodney Stuckey. Like there's so many great players.
Yeah.
But as a kid, I always thought that they called it the Palace of Auburn Hills. They named it after Tayshaun Prince. That's what I always thought as a kid. I was a fool. No, but Chauncey Billups is always my favorite. He's just the greatest basketball player that I ever watched live, like in person. And
are you a fan of where he coaches now? I think he coaches for the Blazers, right?
See, I don't follow basketball at all anymore. It used to be my favorite
I know
sport.
He's a coach now.
And then it completely, like, I the only basketball I care about is college basketball, and that's really only in March.
Madness.
That's really in March I care about college basketball, but that's about it. Like I'm 100% football at this point.
Okay.
But no, back then I loved Billups. I have so many Billups jerseys in my basement. None of them fit me, but like no, he's awesome. I think my memory might be faded here, but I think I was there in 2004 when they won the NBA championship. I think I was at like the game that they won it. I think. I
Didn't
don't
they
know.
win 2002?
I thought it was 2000. Maybe.
No, they didn't win. The Lakers won 2002.
Oh.
That was the last of the Lakers three-peat.
Yeah, I think it was 2004. 2002.
They beat them in 2003, maybe. I know they beat the Lakers in the finals. They
The
beat
Lakers,
the old,
but-
yeah.
Yeah, I think I was there, or if I wasn't there, it was like a championship game.
2004.
Yeah,
They
it
beat
was
them,
either
yeah.
it was either the game, like the game, or it was just a championship game. But I was definitely there for
Like-
something.
Like the conference championship game.
No, I'm thinking like maybe it wasn't like Game 7 or whatever, but like I think it was one of the actual NBA championship games.
Oh, okay.
I think. I just remember like
Yeah.
the confetti falling, and I even remember the trophy being there and all that, and like yeah, we didn't have box ticket like suite tickets for that game, but we were there, so it was cool.
All right.
Well, before you get into your number one, Skip.
Yep.
We preferenced this before, and we're just emphasize it again. If you're watching this and you like what you see, you're liking the content, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit all of that. Go follow our socials, just all that stuff. It's free and it really helps us out a lot. But yeah, and if you made it this far, you may as well. You're right. You've enjoyed it this far, so
You might as well
yeah.
follow, subscribe, do all that.
Why not? It helps us out. Yeah, boost the algorithm, get us
Click
get
the bell
notifications
for
and stuff.
notifications.
Exactly,
Yeah.
all of that stuff. But yeah, little teaser for our number ones.
All right, and then my number one pick, I'm going with specifically, Kuz, you'll like this one, but specifically from college football, I'm going with Zeke Elliott.
Okay.
Wow.
That stretch there, especially the 2014 season, like that national championship run. Oh man, like I still get goosebumps thinking about that run, or thinking about like that stretch of like
Yeah.
having a backup quarterback all year just for him to get hurt, to have a third string come in and win it all.
Yeah.
And if there was one person on that team that I liked the most, as I already said, I love running backs and tight ends. Zeke was, he was like the heart of that team. And the two plays I remember the most, obviously, 85 yards through the heart of the South. Literally, I will just, whenever I'm feeling sad, I will just go on YouTube and pull that up and watch that. But he also had a 4th and 1 run against Michigan. And that play, I love that play more. And I just remember that, like, it was such a moment, and just that whole season is the peak of my life, I'd say, getting to watch him win. Sam, you almost had it this year, getting to watch your team win a national championship. Not quite, but you're
I
getting
think
close.
I'm cursed. I think I'm cursed.
You're getting close there. Obviously, the top two with Zeke and Chauncey were wrapped around watching them, win the national championship, which I'm texting my grandpa trying to figure out. I don't think I was at the championship game, but I was definitely at a game that season. Multiple games that season. We went to Pistons games every other week. But with Zeke especially, just man, that 2014 season, I just want us to have another run like that, I want to win another national
It's
championship.
coming next year.
I'm getting
It's coming
greedy.
next year.
I'm getting greedy. I know there's a lot of teams that
Me
never get to
too.
experience that, but hey, Quinn Ewers this year, Texas is winning it all.
Hey, we've
Hey,
won a national title.
Another ex Ohio State quarterback winning.
Yeah,
the
when
title.
Texas wins, Logan, just beware that all these Ohio State fans are gonna be like,
Listen,
"Oh, he's
I
Ohio
know-
State, mate."
Here's
No,
the thing.
but Joey B just came out and said, "Oh, I'm still a Buckeye." Did he not?
Oh yeah, Joey
he
B's a Buckeye. Yes,
Yeah,
he did.
It was a quote. It
'Cause
was from either today or
No,
yesterday.
listen,
No.
because Shaq posted the fake quote that he had. Like, I don't know why all these Buckeye fans are trying to claim me. So then they asked him about that. It was a fake quote that Shaq posted. So then they asked him about it. And he's like, "I'm still a Buckeye. I'm always a Buckeye." Yeah,
I saw the one where I saw the one
That was a
said-
fake one. That was fake.
that was the fake quote. Yeah, I had someone send
Claim
that to me.
somebody who was
I
a
saw the one
backup.
that said, "If it's not where you start, it's where you finish."
Yeah, that was the
I don't know
fake
why
one.
They try to claim me.
Shaq made that and posted it because he went to LSU. But then Joey Burrow, or maybe he just found it online and posted
Shaq?
it. Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah.
Whoa.
He posted that, and that's why it went
Okay.
super viral. And then they asked him about it in an interview, and Joe Burrow was like, "Yeah,
You're
no,
trying to be a
I'm
nice guy now, but you were just clapping at the camera 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
hook him."
Listen, here's the
I'll
thing.
hook.
Here's the thing.
I'll
It-
hook him with you.
Even if it is where you started, he started at Texas first.
Yeah, no, hey, I'm not gonna
I don't even think you can claim him because
I'm not gonna claim Quinn Ewers. I don't want Quinn Ewers.
I was gonna if he was good at Ohio State.
If he wins the national championship, I definitely will claim. just out of spite for Logan.
I'll be a Quinn
No,
Ewers fan. I'll be a Quinn Ewers fan.
Yeah, because he was at Texas before Ohio State, so we double claim him.
He didn't enroll, you know.
Okay. That's a good. He was
Alright.
committed.
Zeke's my number
All
one.
right,
Kuz.
Kuz.
My
Your
number one already on somebody's list. It's coming back to my favorite sport. Someone I can remember watching, influencing me. And that was mainly on this list, and is how they influenced me in my life within sports. Kobe Bryant. You know, if you know me, you know I'm a huge Kobe Bryant fan. I was there in his farewell tour in Detroit. I was at a Pistons game, confirmed. I can show you pictures. I'm at the table. Where he shot 2 for 17 for the field and scored 5 points. I was there. Yeah, solid game out of 39-year-old Kobe Bryant. But yeah, just changed my whole outlook on sports, on basketball, and how he just reflects basketball into how he treats life. You know, he was always hard-headed, head and nose. He's going to get the job done, hard worker. And yeah, it's got to be Kobe Bryant. You know, I when he scored, 60 points in the last game, I remember coming to school the next day and everyone was like talking about it, but I was like, none of you guys were talking about Kobe when he went 2 for 17 in Detroit. I don't want to hear a single word out of you guys' mouth. Because, Kobe Bryant shoots 60 times and make 20 of them. I'm still going to be Kobe Bryant's the best scorer of all time. I'm just a huge Kobe Bryant fan. I think he's better than Jordan. I'll go to my grave saying that. I think he mastered Jordan. I think he mastered Jordan's game. I think he's going to go down in history as the best scorer until Kevin Durant finally wins one. But yeah, it's got to be Kobe Bryant.
I can probably agree with you. I think he's probably the best scorer of all time.
Yeah.
Is he better than LeBron James?
LeBron James is the best athlete to ever touch a basketball court, but Kobe is a better scorer.
Sam has this crazy, solid,
I
just crazy, like firm, opinionated stance that Jordan is better than LeBron. Like,
I think Jordan's a better winner. I have a crazy. I think Jordan's the best overall basketball winner. I think LeBron's the best athlete to ever touch basketball. And I think Kobe's the best scorer. And I think the most influential would have to be Curry and what he's doing now. Best shooter.
He changed the game.
He changed. Yes,
Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
No one's saying Kobe no more, except unless they're 19 plus years old. Everyone's Curry, and the way the game's being played.
He was about to be on my list just because
when Kobe was making his championship run, even when Kobe was making his second championship runs against the Celtics, he wasn't a 3-point shooter. It was just a pure scorer. Now you want to win championships, you got to have a shooting team that can shoot some 3-pointers. So.
Where's Chauncey on that list?
Of what list?
I mean, best athlete, best player, best shooter. Like, where would you consider Chauncey?
He can be
close second.
He can be Detroit's best. Actually, I don't even think he was the Pistons' best point guard. Isaiah Thomas is better than him, so I don't know. You tell me.
Fool.
Oh, okay.
All right, Sam, number one.
Up to my number one?
Yep.
My number one is like Skip said, with Chauncey being his first favorite. My number one is my first favorite, and he will forever be my first favorite and favorite of all time. Is Maglio Ordonez, right fielder for the Tigers when they went to the World Series in 2006. I mean, he was just incredible to watch, and I remember like Kusz was saying, like a lot of his guys influenced like his gaming or his game style playing the sport, and that's exactly what Maglio did to me. I love to play the outfield because of him. And I love doing the sliding catch, what he did on his leg, and then he'd pop up and throw somebody out. But I think without a doubt, he holds the best sports moment in my fandom history. And it's kind of like, it was bittersweet at the time because I was a young child and I was about to go to my first ever baseball game, like live MLB game, and it was going to be game 5 of that ALCS. But I got to watch my favorite player blast a 3-run home run over the left field fence to go to the World Series, or as Dan Dickerson would say, march to the World Series. It was incredible. I get goosebumps thinking about it. I absolutely love Mags. I mean, I kind of have his hair now. Like, I mean, I guess he didn't have a mullet, but he had them curly black hair. I mean, it's true though. I do. I love Mags. They literally gave out souvenirs that were Tigers hats with hair. Like that was his hair. He was awesome. I will forever cherish him. Yeah.
All right.
That's it. He's also on my wall. If you guys are wondering, he's on my wall.
I was going to ask.
Logan, it makes sense.
John
Cena's not on your list because you can't see him
on
the wall. Man. Oh my God, man!
Yeah.
Honorable mention. Mention.
He's on my wall too.
Yeah, I believe it.
Logan, number 1.
Any guesses? Any guesses at all?
Sam Ellinger.
Number 1's got to be Sam Ellinger.
I'm good.
Damn, I was gonna say JJ Redick.
Good bet. Almost. Yeah, I had a lot of people on the wall.
A lot of choices.
Yeah. Yeah. Sam Ellinger was really, honestly, the first player I fell in love with. Just like I grew just attached to the Longhorns, and then he was there, and then when he marched down the field at 17 years old against UCLA and won us that game. I mean, it went off from there. And I mean, love the guy so much that literally I chose my NFL team by who drafted him. And the Colts drafted him. And I'm actually really glad because I kind of like the Colts. They're kind of a cool, there were teams that anytime it came up for the draft, it was needs a quarterback. And I was like, oh, please, I do not want him to go there. Oh my God. There was, I think the Eagles maybe would have been one.
Lions.
The Lions were going to waste a pick with Sam Ellinger. They needed a franchise quarterback.
They needed a franchise.
Yeah. That was the one that's sticking out. But there was some of them because I was thinking about what jersey I was going to get. And I was like, please don't go there.
Yeah.
Please don't go there. And then the Colts picked him up. And I didn't even know they were looking for a quarterback. And they're semi-close. They're one of the closer teams to us. Deep blue, they've got a cool little mascot. It's not crazy ugly color. It's not anything special, but so I was really happy with it. But yeah, I like him a lot. Thought he was gonna get a start this year. Didn't. They just kept Carson Wentz in the whole year. Kind of bummy. We would have won. I'm sure we could have beat Jacksonville if Sam would have played.
Oh, that was so embarrassing.
Yeah.
That was so embarrassing.
There was a few games where Wentz was so good, but Wentz was so bad. And I don't know. I just always wanted Sam to go in. But yeah, Sam Ellinger first love, and I'm sure I'm excited for Quinn. I'm really excited for Quinn. But
you think he could pass Sam?
No.
What if he wins a national championship?
Well, here's the thing. I don't know because whenever I would watch a game, I would be comforted in when Sam had the ball. So when Sam would throw the ball, I couldn't see the receiver. Sometimes you couldn't see the receiver, but I always just felt okay, completed pass. He's a good even sometimes when it would get tipped up or even he might throw a bad pass and throw a pick. I wouldn't just be oh my God, he's so bad, he's stupid. How I would with Carson Wentz or our quarterbacks this year. Texas was cycling through quarterbacks this year. When they would do it, I'd be oh, are you kidding me? But Sam, I never really was dude, you're so bad. I don't know if I'm ever going to experience. I just couldn't get mad at him. And I cried when he did his NFL. He did his video declaring for the NFL. Just because he had another year of eligibility because of COVID.
Hates Texas.
And well, that's the thing is he went out of the game halfway through because a shoulder injury. of the bowl game. And I mean, we won the bowl game, but I was like, I feel like he's definitely gonna come back, and then he didn't. But I don't know. My favorite Texas player now is clearly Bijan Robinson. I mean,
Yeah, he's sweet.
dude's an animal. So I mean, he almost made my honorable mention, but I was like, I'm gonna push off right now. But
All right, let's hear your honorable mentions. What are your three?
my honorable mention, my number one is my other favorite disc golfer, Eagle McMahon. He's got a sick name, Eagle.
I got a sticker of him right there.
Yeah, he's so good. Number two is my personal GOAT of football. Like, Tom Brady has all the accolades to be the GOAT, but this person has all the talent to be the GOAT. And I really think that, and it's Aaron Rodgers. Dude is the best quarterback I've ever seen with my eyes, ever. Third is Dwayne Wade. Just kind of like Kobe, he's also super like just basketball guy. Just loves the game, really great guy. And then I have Luka Doncic on my list. Love Luka, big on Luka train, and then Tiger Woods.
All right.
I had a lot.
I only went with three. My three honorable mentions is Conor McGregor, like I said. I'm gonna throw my favorite Lion in there, TJ Hawkinson. I got to meet the guy. That was incredible. And then my last honorable mention would be John Wall. More so his Kentucky days, because I still am a Kentucky basketball fan. But yeah, watching him and his run in Kentucky was incredible. Like, you knew that he was number one. He was going to go number one overall. It was no doubt. He was just a game changer on the court. But yeah.
Cool. Honorable mentions.
Ooh. I haven't actually given honorable mentions much thought, but off the top of the head, I could probably give you Ted Ginn Jr. I remember, loving Ted Ginn, playing with them in NCAA when they still had him. Pau Gasol, another honorable mention. I think he's probably my second favorite Laker of all time. And number one, I'd have to go. I could probably go JJ Redick. Before Ohio State really had a solidified basketball program, I was a huge Duke fan. So JJ Redick, probably my honorable mention.
Hey, it's funny because I think I also I have all my cards up there.
No, that's a Stafford jersey behind you.
Yeah, not if you're watching on Zoom. This is the background. But in my room, I think I also have a Ted Ginn Jr. San Francisco card. I think I have Troy Smith and Ted Ginn Jr. both from the Bears. Okay, my honorable mentions. I got 4. I mentioned the one earlier, Frank Gore. My first ever football love. Great running back. Number 2, my favorite quarterback of all time. I love Aaron Rodgers. Tom Brady's great, but I think the true GOAT, Peyton Manning. Big time Peyton Manning fan.
Not who I thought you were gonna say.
You think I was gonna say Joe Montana?
I thought you were gonna say Gardner Minshew.
Oh, that's actually next on my list. Is Gardner Minshew.
Hey, but I love the Colts. I love the Colts. Peyton Manning.
Yeah, go Peyton. I see him as a Bronco.
What about
you know who's a better quarterback than Peyton Manning though?
Hey, quit ruining my honorable mentions because next after
I'm so sorry.
Guys, I don't know if you get it's not up there, but next after Peyton Manning was Gardner Minshew, and next after Gardner Minshew was Pat McAfee. So yeah, that's my list. Frank Gore, Peyton Manning, Gardner Minshew. The second, Pat McAfee.
I like his dad better.
Oh, you know what his dad wanted to name him? Or no. So, fun Gardner Minshew fact. Gardner Minshew's dad is not named Gardner Minshew. His grandfather wanted his dad to name him Beowulf Minshew. And his dad was like, there's no chance I'm doing that. And he's just like, fine, at least name him Gardner Minshew II, even though he himself is not Gardner Minshew.
What if they named him Skip Minshew?
They should have named him Skip Minshew. That's a sweet name.
If his grandpa's name was Gardner Minshew, that he could be the second.
What?
If his grandpa's name was the Gardner,
yeah, he can still. He is the second Gardner Minshew.
I don't think it's even his grandpa.
Because he's not a junior. He's not a junior.
As long as it's as long as somebody, even his great grandpa had it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, they wanted it. I just wish they named him Beowulf. That's a sweet name.
Yeah, I agree. Beowulf is sweet.
But Gardner Minshew is my favorite. Okay. that's our list. Let us know in the comments your top 5 cream of the crop athletes of all time. Let us know. We're gonna put this. I mean, we haven't been doing that in a while. We should do that with all of them. Put them on Instagram. Let you guys vote who you think the favorite is, and then or out of us who had the best list. And yeah, let us know. And yeah,
All
that's
right,
our cream
let's
of the
get
crop.
into. What was it? What was it, Logan? What was it?
What?
What was it? What was the cream of the crop? What was it?
What was it?
Oh, it was a quality harvest.
Yeah.
Confused on what you're
Nice.
asking there.
All right.
Yeah, good quality harvest, guys.
Yep. All right, let's get into song of the week, baby. All right, what was the start?
I'll go last.
All right. Sam, you start then.
All right, I'll go. I've actually had a plethora of songs that I've just been on repeat. It's probably like an hour worth of songs that I just cannot stop listening to. So I guess I'll say the first one that just comes to my head, and it's Joy by Bastiel. I'm a huge Bastiel guy. I went with Pompeii last week, I believe. And at once I was listening to Pompeii last week. I was like, I'm gonna venture out and listen to more of their songs. And I listened to Joy, and like, man, it just hit different. And like they're like they are a majority of my new playlist that I just keep playing on repeat.
Have you ever heard their song called The Anchor?
Actually, I don't think I have.
My
it
favorite
good?
song. My favorite song from them.
I'll have to listen to it.
Top tier song. The Anchor. Very good.
Wait, anger or anchor?
The Anchor.
Anchor like a ship.
Anchor.
Okay.
Like a ship anchor.
Now I gotta watch. Now I gotta go look that up.
Logan, you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. Mine is The Anchor by just kidding. Mine is actually one. So I've been listening to 2 songs. One of them was by the Lumineers.
Good.
But yeah, it's called Stubborn Love, but not that song. It's my turn to do 2 songs a week, basically, technically. The song I've been listening to is by the 502s. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. I'd never heard of them before. The 502s. It's called Just a Little While. Heard it on TikTok. It's like a TikTok song. People
banger, huh?
Yeah, and I've been enjoying it. So I'm sure you guys have maybe heard it. It's
on
like,
TikTok.
wait just a little while and tell me where you've been. I don't know, maybe.
No,
But
the song I hear on TikTok right now is the one Ramsey song.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gordon Ramsay.
yeah,
No,
Oh,
No.
Mason
Is
Ramsey.
it-
Mason Ramsey.
yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, off topic, but there's a TikTok account called Gordum Ramsay, and like it's like Gordon Ramsay like doing his cooking stuff, and he'll like it's like a guy but like it's on the camera watching it, and he'll like pause after everything he says because like he'll contradict himself so much. Like he's making burgers, and he'll be like, you can't season the burgers, and until they're just about done, and then like 2 seconds later, Gordon Ramsay starts seasoning the burgers, and he like pauses it. He's like, I thought I wasn't supposed to season it, Gordon. You look it up. It's so funny.
Deeper into the Gordon Ramsay hole is, bro, start binge watching MasterChef. Oh my God. I got into it when all the streamers were doing it. Bro, I'm in like season 6 right now of MasterChef. So addicted.
I used to watch MasterChef weekly when it came out.
Yeah, they're all on. You got to be careful though, because you get hungry, bro. You get hungry.
You should watch. Have you ever watched Hell's Kitchen?
No, I've never watched any cooking shows like that.
Hell's
That's what I
Kitchen
watch. Guy.
is so good because it's like his restaurant, so he gets so pissed.
Yeah,
because they mess it up, and it's like, yeah. He's way more calm on MasterChef, obviously, because it's like they're just cooking for him, but like in Hell's Kitchen, they're cooking for his actual restaurant for people, and so if nothing's perfect, he gets so mad.
I would never serve this in my kitchen, bro. Gordon Ramsay's a true goat. He's a
What's
goat.
the one where he like goes to different restaurants? What's that one called?
Oh,
Guy Fury.
No, he goes to different restaurants. He's like, "Oh, you have cobwebs up here, and
yeah.
you're you're
Kitchen
feeding
Nightmare?
something like that.
Nightmare,
Kitchen
maybe.
Nightmares. Yeah, that's the one I watched. That's what I thought you were talking about.
Buddy of mine in the Navy was on Kitchen Nightmares. His dad has a restaurant, and he cried on the show, and they aired it. I could pull up a YouTube clip and show you, but yeah, it's hilarious. We always make fun of him for it. He's like, it's all scripted. It's a TV show. Yeah, you cried. Gordon Ramsay made you cry.
You're a little baby boy.
You're a little baby boy.
And the thing is, he's huge too. He's a big guy.
We should just be a cooking podcast.
Let's just talk about cooks. Yeah, Mason Ramsey and Gordon Ramsay and all the Ramseys. Jalen Ramsey.
All right, Skip. What's your song?
Okay, it's funny because I also have two songs that I was trying to decide between, but the one that I did go with, it's not a TikTok song per se, but I've heard it. It's becoming a TikTok sound, and I've heard it multiple times on TikTok, which just reminded me how great this song is. And that's Lips of an Angel by Hinder.
Oh, my
dude,
Lord.
it's incredible.
It's such a great song.
Talk about a symphony.
There's like that.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know if you guys have seen it on TikTok at all, but like there's people like, and they're like cleaning, and there's like me listening to this song, or like the one I saw today was like the dude in the studio recording it with his girlfriend, like watching, and he's like, "My girl's in the next room. Sometimes I wish," and then she's kind of like, "Huh?" Like, I don't know. I've seen it on TikTok multiple times, and I've listened to it multiple times after. So yeah, Lips of an Angel.
So good. So good.
Kusz.
My song of the week, I think I have already mentioned it earlier in the show. Pusha P by Gunna. I don't know why it's just catchy right now. Pusha P. It's a life motto. You can live by it. So that's my favorite song. Not really much to it. I just enjoy. I don't really listen to music that much, other than my drive to and from work. Other than that, I'm not a music guy. Other than it playing in the background on my stream. But yeah, Pusha P by Gunna. I don't know why. It's catchy right now to me.
Hey,
Nice.
I hear it everywhere on
nice.
TikTok, but I've never actually heard the
Pusha
song.
P.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Other than the TikTok sound that the push it's mid.
Mid.
but that to get Pusha P, that's the best part.
Well, all right then. Those are our songs of the week, and that's our show.
It was a great show, man.
A great one.
Fantastic, actually.
Good one.
Kusz or Flxshey, I want to thank you so much for being here, for talking to us about your Twitch, talking to us about your favorite athletes, and it was awesome having you on.
Thank you guys. I know I'm gonna watch this video on stream, so yeah. Appreciate you guys having me. I'd love to come back again if you guys want me back. I really enjoy watching you guys' show. I love all the ideas you guys are coming up with every week. It's a new idea every week that you guys come up with. So
yeah.
Thank you.
So real quick before we head over to the maintenance stuff, tell us where we can follow you on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch.
TikTok.
Tell us your info.
Twitch, it's FLXSHEY. That's twitch.tv/Flxshey with an X and an EY at the end. TikTok, it's Derek Kusz, DEREK KUSZ. Twitter, I think it's DKusz. Instagram, Derek Kusz. Follow. I know on Twitch, it's actually I have it linked all below in my Twitch, all my social medias. So yeah, make sure you guys leave a follow there. It's a pleasure. It's the easiest thing to do. It's just clicking a button, leaving a follow. It goes a long way. That support goes a long way. It does.
Really does.
And it's completely free.
Yeah,
it's free.
It's free.
Just to make it easy on you guys, if you made it this far, everything is in the description for not only Kusz, but also for us. I mean, we got a TikTok too. We got two YouTube channels, so subscribe to both of them.
Yeah, and I know we like to stick to a schedule. And Kusz said, I mean, he's a pretty busy guy, so his streaming schedule is a little bit crazy. But on Twitch, you can also do notifications. So anytime Kusz is live on Twitch, you get a notification for that. So do that as well. If you pop in and you like what you're seeing, but you just saw the schedule, that's a good way. Same with us. If you don't know our Spoon Olympics, sometimes those come out on weird times. Just hit that bell, you get notifications. Your favorite content creators, exactly when they're ready and available. So awesome.
Well, all right, you guys are ready to try this high five?
Yeah.
Oh, I totally forgot.
No,
don't even talk. We're just gonna do it. And if it works, it works.
All right, ready?
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Yo, I